amazing.
They're the Zepho. I didn't even notice they were in the background there. And this is where you find Eno Cordova's hologram.
You alright, BD?
Well done, whoever you are. You have passed the test I left behind. And
Oh, the
gained
audio is
access to
screwed
the
up again.
vault and this recording, one of many encrypted logs stored in the droid. I am Master.
Oh no,
Eno
never mind. It's not
Cordova.
messed up.
I
It
may
looked
not
messed up
know
initially.
your name, but I know your purpose. The fate of the Jedi Order lies in your hands. This place, this vault, is a sacred temple, built by a vanished civilization known as the Zepho. Meditating here, I was granted a premonition through the Force, a vision of doom. I have placed inside this vault a Jedi holocron, containing a list of the names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy.
Yeah, but weren't there many holocrons like that though? I thought there were like remember that holocron that Cad Bane stole in season 2 of Clone Wars? That had a list of Force sensitives as well. But it just seems odd, like just the way the gravitas of the scene is presenting the holocron and giving it that amount of gravitas. I mean, it's almost like they're treating it like this holocron is the only one that has the list of Force sensitives. So it's not though, because I'm sure there were plenty of other holocrons that had a list of Force sensitives throughout the galaxy. Why is this one given a lot more importance? As if this was the only holocron to have a list of Force sensitives. I do find that to be a bit strange.
Ahead, you will find the inner chamber of the vault, but also another test. I can only trust this holocron to someone who has followed my path and understands. Seek out the hidden tombs of the three sages and learn to perceive the mysteries of the Force as the Zepho once did. In this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed on this journey. Go to the Zepho homeworld. There, you will find peace in the eye of the storm. Good luck, Jedi. And may the Force be with you.
I guess you were the someone I was supposed to meet. You know, I've been alone for a while now. Without any purpose, just hiding. There's no way to live. Not for a Jedi. Or a droid. Maybe Seer was right. Maybe we're done hiding. Hey, you want to meet some, friends of mine?
See that? That's what I really like about Jedi or Fallen Order compared to Survivor. You don't get those kind of hard stuns like that when you deflect enemies in Jedi Survivor. Uh-oh. Oh. Oops. Oops! God dang it. I panicked. Uh-oh. There we go. Like already that feels more satisfying than Jedi Survivor. I find it really stupid how they turned the stun systems into not so much like Sekiro, but more so like I'm trying to think of what other game had this kind of stun bar with the enemies. It's not Sekiro, because Sekiro, the stun bar would show you like a secondary health system that also allowed you to deal finishing blows. But it's just really dumb how they made the deflections in Jedi Survivor dependent upon arbitrary stun values rather than something that feels believable and not so arcadey and artificial and contrived.
My friend, it appears the Zepho had some interest in Dathomir. Strange. For such a peaceful culture to have any sort of fascination with a place so dark.
That thing looks like it smells worse than grease does.
Oh! Oh! Oh god. That was close. God dang it. I messed that up. Oh! That was close. That was close. See, already, like, that whole process of parrying is more satisfying
Can you slice this?
than Jedi Survivor.
Sorry about your scalping. But standing up to that bog rat? Pretty brave. Let's go, BD1.
Like, the gameplay just felt like a push and pull motion. Just then, with the way the parry was set up. I mean, why would they change that? That's such a satisfying form of feedback. Nailing that perfect parry and getting that stun. It makes so much sense. It just doesn't make sense how in Jedi Survivor the enemies just ignore the deflection. They just ignore it and you just drain an arbitrary stun value. That's really dumb. And it was pretty annoying with the bosses because you would be deflecting bosses and they would not flinch, and then they would do these combo attacks where you have to press L1 during each of those attacks within that string. And it was just an awkward way to implement the deflect system because it feels like you're opening the game up to clunky detection on your deflections in the middle of combos. And like I said many times in my Jedi Survivor blind playthrough, I remembered the deflections being a lot more satisfying in Jedi Fallen Order, and just going through that, it definitely does feel satisfying.
You passed the test.
So you knew about BD1?
Come on board. We'll talk inside.
Oh, BD1, this is Grease. Hey, Grease.
What is that? Get off my sofa! Get off my sofa! Go! Get out of there! Get out!
That is BD1. He's with us.
I don't care who he's with. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get oil stains out of petroleum fabric?
Not really.
Oh, I hope you found something better out there than this droid.
Oh, calm down, Grease. He did. Tell us, Cal.
The vault was built by an ancient civilization called the Zepho. A Jedi named Eno Cordova hid something inside of it.
What did he hide inside?
A holocron from the archives. It contains a list of Force-sensitive children.
The next generation of Jedi. I knew it! Ah, Cordova, you old fool.
You knew him?
Yes, a long time ago. I was his apprentice. Cordova was a loner. That little droid and I are probably the only ones that know about Pagano.
Hold on, wait a minute. A hollow what?
A holocron. It stores information, but only accessible to Jedi. Hang on, I think I have one around here.
Oh, is this the one that has Obi-Wan? Is that what I'm thinking of?
This is Master
Okay, I was wrong. She does have a holocron from Obi-Wan.
With that list of Force sensitives, we could rebuild the Jedi Order and defeat the Empire.
Okay, no problem. Let's get it.
Well, except the holocron is hidden deep inside the vault, and to get it, we have to follow Cordova's path. He mentioned something about the planet Dathomir and a Zepho homeworld.
All right, well, where are we going? I'm just asking because I was thinking of maybe making some food.
Look, before we do anything, I need to know something. How come you're no longer a Jedi?
I had an experience that changed my perspective. So I cut myself off from the Force.
How exactly does that work, cutting yourself off from the Force? What does the actual process look like? You know, I at least like how in Jedi Survivor, we got to see how a lightsaber user bleeds their lightsaber to showcase their turn to the dark side. But I do wonder what cutting yourself off from the Force looks like.
But you still want to rebuild the Order.
I believe that rebuilding the Order is the best chance we have against the Empire. What do you believe?
I believe I can't keep hiding from the Empire, so I don't really have a choice.
Cal, as long as you're alive, you will always have a choice. Are you with us?
We're in.
Dathomir or Zepho, it's your choice.
It's an odd choice because you can't do Dathomir without certain abilities, and you can only unlock those abilities if you go to Zepho first. So it just seems odd that they would allow you to go to Dathomir immediately.
Follow your Grease, have you ever thought of redecorating?
The Mantis? Why would I?
Wouldn't hurt to throw some art on the walls. Something new to look at.
Since
I like these conversations.
I've always liked it. When I was younger, I used to pour through every piece I could find at the Jedi archives.
Did you critique them too?
I admired them. When I became a seer, I got to see a few in person. So many different cultures in the galaxy, and each one had their own unique works of art.
That reminds me of Grand Admiral Thrawn, because I remember in Rebels, he said many times how he appreciates the arts of a culture, and even uses those particular arts from cultures as a way to gain new perspectives on how best to deal with the enemies. And I remember that in order to find the rebel base that was based on that planet where Bendu was, he had to not only use existing star maps, but he also had to use the art of a given culture to combine that with the existing star maps to track the line of Agent Callus's transmission to find the rebel base. That was very interesting, and I also read on the wiki that he has some morals to him compared to a lot of the other officers of the Empire. I don't think it's really expressed that well in Rebels, based on my memory. Maybe it was expressed very well. I do feel like rewatching Rebels now that I've mentioned Grand Admiral Thrawn. And of course, Ahsoka Tano releases in 2 days. So I cannot wait for that series. I'm so excited for it. Anything that is a branch off of The Mandalorian, I really like. Because that's what Boba Fett and Ahsoka are. They're technically a part of the Mandalorian, but they're kind of like offshoots or derivatives or branches off of the Mandalorian main story. So that's a cool perspective.
It was breathtaking.
Think of a storm brewing down there. This might not be the best time to land.
Something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I can just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that.
It would be nice if in Jedi Survivor, Grease actually cited this whole event of going through a hurricane before navigating the Kobo Abyss.
Unless the wind picks up. Can you tell that bucket of balls to keep his opinion to himself?
I'm sure everything's under control.
Because it's under control, it's just a little tricky. Okay, hold on. Huh. Perfect landing. Easy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of interference on the comms. It's gonna take me a minute to get them back up.
I'll search for signs of Cordova in the meantime.
Good. I'll be in touch once I crack this. Cal, over here. You did good work on Bogano. The more information we gather on Cordova and the Zepho, the closer we'll get to stopping the Empire.
I've heard of ancient cultures, but don't know much about them.
I only knew that Cordova was obsessed with the Zepho, believing their teachings to be important. I, too, was intrigued by the mysteries of our galaxy. You better get moving. There's a lot to learn here. Good luck.
I can see you two have been through a lot. It's not easy.
No, it's not. But I think of those who believed in me at one point. If I give up on myself, then I give up on them. I'm sure you have a few of those.
Prof, a friend on Braca. He sacrificed himself so I could live.
He believed in you. A lot of people depend on you, even if they don't know it yet. Keep going, Cal. For Prof. For everyone.
BD-1's a helpful droid.
He does seem to be warming up to you.
Cordova must have really liked droids. He decided to leave such important information with BD-1.
I only assume he chose BD-1 because he needed some sort of ability to store encrypted information. These exploration droids are good tools for that sort of thing. But I'm sure he's more than that.
Good work. Oh, we did it. I hope you're not hurt. What are you looking at?
Who are you talking to?
Just my ship, the Manus. Good name, right? Intimidating. Oh, what do you know? You probably never even flown a ship. Maybe I'll teach you one day, when you're done with your Jedi stuff. I'll even give you a discount.
It's dangerous being on the run, huh?
You're telling me. You lose someone?
His name was Prof. Traded his life for mine.
Sounds like a tough, strong guy. Not far from myself.
He was. Since the day I stepped foot on Braca, he watched over me. Never complained.
Never complain? On that trash heap?
I just hope he didn't do it for nothing.
They never do, kid. They never do.
Nice landing, Grease.
Me? Oh, yeah. Not a problem. It's easy for a skilled pilot like myself, especially when flying a ship like this. This baby was a steal. Well, I mean, I didn't steal it. I bought it. Well, I sort of, almost. I mean, I took out a small loan. Big loan, actually. No, it's fine. Look, we're all fine. Don't worry about it. Don't you have Jedi stuff to do? Get to it, kid. What do you want? You're up to something. Nothing gets past old Greasy. I'm watching.
Cal, can you hear me?
The Empire. They found Zepho.
If they were following the Mantis, we would have been swarmed already.
Could they be looking for the tombs?
Let's hope not. Just got our comms working. I'll try the same workaround to crack into theirs.
Oh. I didn't realize the shortcut was here.
Where are you taking us?
The Empire's forced the villagers from their homes. Frightened refugees. Shipped off to work camps. Or worse.
Yeah, no kidding on the no worse. I mean, I still remember that one episode from Star Wars Visions, where these villagers were forced to dig this really massive hole because the Empire was trying to find some kind of resource. I think they were trying to find kyber crystals, something like that. And then once they were done, because they reached like bedrock or something, they just left those people down there, and so they were forced to fend for themselves. It was a pretty cruel action. That's definitely one thing I really like about Star Wars Visions, even though you can't really say it's canon. I don't know if Star Wars Visions is meant to be canon or not, but it definitely added a new layer of evil to the Empire. Like, honestly, I was never really convinced. Oh, another shortcut! God damn, I missed so many shortcuts from my earlier playthroughs of Jedi Fallen Order. But as I was saying, I was never really sold on the Empire's evil that well with episodes 4, 5, and 6, even though they literally blew up Alderaan. Because we kind of just brush off Alderaan, I would say. And like, oh, they just fire a big weapon and that's it. They don't really add more depth to the screenplay with that. You know, when they added those Dark Troopers into The Mandalorian, I was really sold on the Empire's evil. Because it's not just the presence of the Dark Troopers, it's how they're designed, the music that plays. And it's a great example of how dangerous the Empire is when it's backed into a corner. Because, of course, The Mandalorian takes place after Episode 6, when the Empire's fallen, and there's still remnants around. I do like how Jedi Survivor added more execution animations. Uh-oh.
Problem.
I remember this enemy being very dangerous. Because of that. Because they can immediately retaliate after that. Whoa! Oh, this is a shortcut. Okay, I remember this spot. Wow, I missed out on so many shortcuts in this game. That's ridiculous. Can I just say that's the one thing I do like about Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor compared to the Souls games? They just handle checkpoints so much better, and like the idea of shortcuts. I still don't like the Souls formula with just making you retrek through a previous area just to get back. It really makes you hate the previous areas. You're dying to stupidity and bullshit. And even lasers didn't like the idea of the Souls formula, but that was mainly on like the combat perspective, rather than like with checkpoints. I just wish he was a bit clearer if he liked or hated the way the checkpoints were done. Because I really hope he hates the way the checkpoints are done. There's still no denying that the shortcuts are really good in this game.
Got this. Maybe?
Oh, come on. They love to run away like that to stop you from trying to get them, and without a good running attack, that can be pretty painful. It's like in place of a shortcut, you could have just put a meditation point, you know? Maybe I should do a walkthrough of this game. I think it would be interesting. I do not like the kick. It missed again. How was my slow missing? God damn it, and I should have known better than to spam square against this guy. Okay, what the hell is going on? This move is bugged. It wasn't even draining my force or anything. It was not making contact with this guy. What was up with that?
In accordance with the Emperor's will, we've occupied Zepho, redistributing its inhabitants. This planet has failed to yield significant data or relics for Project Augur.
Project Augur, okay.
Have rendered the bulk of our mining technology useless. Meanwhile, more stormtroopers lose their lives to dangerous fauna. We will not be able to fulfill our directive here. It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology.
So far, I'm definitely glad that I came back to this game with a new perspective, thanks to Jedi Survivor. So I definitely have to thank Jedi Survivor for allowing me to like this game a lot more.
No mention of Cordova. I don't think the Empire knows he's been here.
Then we have the
It still sucks that certain abilities are a little bit finicky, like slow.
There's a storm up ahead. Something about it crippled the Empire's equipment. I can feel something pulling me there, beyond the storm.
Follow it. Let the Force sharpen your instinct.
My friend, I believe this to be the earliest Zepho site we've uncovered yet, despite my reservations. I cannot chase the Bogano fault from my mind. Its vision shaped the direction of an entire culture. I must understand why.
Focus. The Jedi do not seek aggression, but we stand against it.
Yeah, exactly.
The Force is there to shield us. The obstacles in your path define the path. What stands in the way becomes the way. Now, try again. Good. Continue. Faster now. Complete the test.
What stands in the way becomes the way.
My friend, take a look at the detail on this bark. The
Kashyyyk.
distinctive striations.
This is where we learn about
It can only be a
Kashyyyk.
Rosia tree from Kashyyyk.
I didn't even remember that and
Time
just
to
thought,
call
oh,
on an old
the
friend.
striations, obviously it's Kashyyyk.
If the Zepho had contact with Kashyyyk, there is a good chance Chieftain Tarful will know about it.
So that's a really cool design. They kind of had that with certain enemies when they glowed blue, and you could use either push or pull to knock them over. This was definitely the case with the Baoma, but I don't think it was as interesting as that. It's those kind of non-RPG designs that I do like about Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. And it's something that the Souls games never have. Whoa, what the heck? That was weird.
What did you find?
The Zepho went to Kashyyyk. Cordova mentioned someone named Tarful.
A Wookiee chieftain. They were old friends.
Think he's still around?
There's only one way to find out. We have to go to Kashyyyk. Cal, we've got a walker firing on us, and our weapons are down.
Is that him? Tell him he better get his butt.
Hold on, I'm on my way.
Uh-oh. God damn it. There we go. That wasn't so bad.
Nice work out there, kid. Hey, you got some real moves on you. Just tell me that this visit wasn't for nothing.
I found the tomb of a Zepho sage. They definitely used the Force.
An advanced civilization of Force wielders who mysteriously vanished. No wonder Master Cordova became so obsessed with them. What else did you find?
Before they disappeared, the Zepho journeyed to the planet Kashyyyk.
Oh.
Cordova had a Wookiee friend named Tarful. Maybe we can find him.
Sheik, look, things are really bad down there. The Empire's muscling in on those Wookiees big time.
Then we better get ready for a fight.
I think this lifestyle suits you. Fighting that walker seems to have made you more confident. So, how are you holding up?
I mean, with the Force?
Yes, with the Force. I know you said it could be overwhelming.
Haven't gotten myself killed yet. Rather not talk about it.
Yeah, well, I understand. More than you realize.
Why'd you choose to stop using the Force?
When the Purge started, and our clone troops turned against us, my Padawan and I took several younglings and we went into hiding. But we didn't last long. Imperial Patrol was about to discover our location, so I tried to lure them away from my Padawan Trilla. She stayed behind with the younglings. But they caught me. And they tortured me. They wanted to know about the others and how many were left, but mostly they wanted to know about Cordova and where he went.
But you escaped.
No, it was a prison riot. I saw my opportunity and I took it. But they almost broke me. And I am not the same as I was, Cal.
Your Padawan. Did she survive?
No.
No. But that's why we can't give up. We can't let the sacrifice of those closest to us be for nothing.
You know, having heard about Trilla just now, I still wonder what exactly Seer meant in Jedi Survivor as she was dying, when she simply said to Cal, Trilla. What was the whole point of that? Is that just so that Cal doesn't go down the path of the dark side? Is that why she said Trilla in her dying moment
Give me
to
a
Cal?
minute.
Wonder if that's what it is.
Must be hard watching all your friends get gunned down. I mean, you know, purged or whatever. What? It helps to talk about it, right? No?
Yes, it was difficult. But you must cope, not forget. We must remember the mistakes of the past and change things going forward to make sure they never happen again.
Sounds like you're not too sure everything is gonna work out.
I'm not. That's why adaptation is important. Whether it's a course of action or an idea. We all have to be ready to change.
There's something more meaningful about the conversations that occur as you're traveling to worlds in Jedi Fallen Order than in Jedi Survivor, I feel.
Tell me we're not running that blockade.
Oh, only as a last resort. I've rigged the Mantis' transponder to transmit Imperial signals. Hey, Grease.
Yeah,
Keep your power signature low and act like we belong.
just like Braca. No sweat. I don't need another set of hands. Just please keep your eye on the scanner,
All right.
please. All right. All right.
I don't see anything.
You're preoccupied with something on the ground. We're clear.
I still remember the Bad Batch episode where the Empire was shown burning down the Wookiee culture, and they did that as a way to assert their authority.
That doesn't look good.
The Empire is devouring Kashyyyk for its natural resources.
Alongside devouring
These have been enslaved
the natural resources.
or displaced.
Yeah.
That was a close one, kid. Aren't you supposed to be watching the monitors?
Guerrilla fighters, Wookiees and off-worlders ambushing an Imperial convoy.
Walkers approaching their position.
Tarful could be with them.
Awful could be anywhere, like deep in the ground, like we're gonna be if we get caught up in that battle down there.
We don't have any other options, and they'll die without our help.
So what's your plan?
Sabotage. We used to scrap walkers on Braca. I'll just jack one.
Get a load of the kid. He thinks we're back in the Clone Wars.
Captain, get us near those walkers.
Wait, what?
Listen, those walkers double as troop transport, so once you get inside, be careful.
No freeze grease to work his magic.
Hey, do me a favor. Stay alive down there.
I'll add it
Hard to
the
believe
plan.
that Jedi Survivor never had this kind of change to the gameplay format. I mean, you literally take control of a walker, and you have the ability to control it. Like, there's player agency with controlling the walker, but there's nothing like that in Jedi Survivor, which is odd. And it's also interesting how Saul Guerrera is here. He's actually in the main story. Like, you do see Boba Fett in Jedi Survivor, but you have to kill all of the bounty hunters in order to actually see Boba Fett. You don't fight him. You just talk with him a bit, and at least he has the good voice actor from Book of Boba Fett. The voice actor in the original trilogy for Boba Fett was bad. I don't know why people like that version of Boba Fett. He does nothing. He just stands around and does nothing. And I also found it really stupid how in episode 6 he was literally looking at all those ladies that Jabba the Hutt employed in his services. Jeez, now this guy is like a pervert. Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Okay, now where?
Like, Boba Fett was just a nobody in the original trilogy. I don't understand why people like him. I know he might have had some moments in the comics, but I don't care about the comics. See, I'm the kind of person that doesn't focus on written material. I don't pay attention to written material, and I don't consider it to be important to consider it canon. Unless it's like a novelization of something that happens in a movie, or it's like directly tying events between shows. But other than that, I don't care about the comics, because I don't consider them to be as important as the movies or as the TV shows. That's why I still consider Boba Fett to be a nobody until the Book of Boba Fett came out, and Boba Fett actually became something. Or technically he was already in Mandalorian, so it was that. So he was in Mandalorian, and it was so different seeing Boba Fett the way he was. Like, I couldn't even believe that was Boba Fett. Boba Fett actually became something interesting. And his personality, his fighting style, you wouldn't even know that was him. That's just crazy.
Just stand there, do something! You're gonna die, Jedi! No!
I mean, just the way Boba Fett was brought in by the Tusken tribe, and that's another interesting thing about the Book of Boba Fett. You know, we're so used to every single tribe being one note, or every other culture being one note in their single portrayal. Like, we were so used to the Tusken Raiders just being one note, cliched raiders, and the fact that they killed Anakin's mom. But Book of Boba Fett added another side to them, which is how human beings are with their multi-dimensional layers. Like, not all Tusken Raiders were raiders. I mean, they had to pillage other villages to survive. They had families of their own, and they had their own culture, and to see that presented in Book of Boba Fett was just incredible.
Reading a new ship on scanners. They brought more firepower than we thought.
Oh no, so I don't care about Boba Fett's betrayal in Clone Wars. He was still just an angry child.
70% integrity and
He was a pretty one-note character in that sense. Like, Boba Fett had layers to him, I would say, in Book of Boba Fett.
Report, what's happening over there? You're in violation of Imperial.
Can you shut that guy up? Yeah, I remember that line.
Let's do this. That's a lot of lasers.
Like, see, you don't get any set pieces like this in Jedi Survivor. I question why that's the case.
Hey! Who are you?
Someone who just brought an AT-AT to the table.
AT-AT.
Who are you?
Someone making the Empire angry. We're advancing on an imp landing pad up ahead. With my fire support.
Copy that. Let's make him even angrier.
Finally. And it's gonna crash into us.
For us. Can we do anything? Hold on! Brace yourself, BD!
Like, that was a pretty interesting set piece. You know, that's something that the Souls games would never do because they're so stuck in their ways.
Yeah, I'm okay. You alright?
But this development team wanted to try something different.
You just wrecked a perfectly good walker. Got a name?
Cal Kestis.
Saw Gerrera. What are you doing on Kashyyyk?
God, seeing Saw Gerrera again just made me think of Rogue One and how boring Rogue One was. It's so odd how Saw Gerrera is so insane that he tortured a defector in some weird ways, and then he died in that movie.
Tarful is impossible to find. There's a reason he's evaded the Empire for this long.
He's a freedom fighter?
He's the freedom fighter. A symbol of the Wookiee resistance.
At least Saw Gerrera had some depth in Clone Wars and Rebels.
How you doing?
What do you want with Tarful?
Jedi business.
Jedi are dead.
Not all of them.
You get that off a corpse?
The Master gave it to me.
This pad supports an Imperial refinery that runs on Wookiee slave labor. Intel suggests that some of the captives there are guerrilla fighters.
I should help them. One of them might know how to contact Tarful.
It's possible.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. The Mantis works wonders. I mean, it's a great ship, excellent pilot, but it is not built for close support.
We'll stay here and monitor Imperial transmissions. With a bit of luck, we'll intercept any distress calls.
Appreciate it. My lieutenants and I will scout ahead to prepare the attack. Join us when you're ready. Go, go.
Glad you're all right.
Yeah, good to see you too. This place is a dump.
Your plan worked. And now you want to follow Saul?
You don't like that idea?
I'm concerned you're jumping from one risk to the next.
Wait, what? I fly my ship in the middle of a battlefield, and now we're talking about risks?
Why didn't you stop me?
My job is to guide you on your path, not choose it for you. So here's my advice. The Empire's overtaken hundreds of worlds. There's a reason Saw chose Kashyyyk. Saw's goals may not be the same as ours. We should be careful.
Yeah, Saw's a bit of a wild
Keep that in
card.
mind.
He's a massive wild card.
When you want to go, let me know. I'll be right here.
Have either of you heard the Parsons?
Rumors and cantinas, but not...
Who are the
much to go on.
partisans?
They call them radicals. Yeah, I heard the Empire's got bounties on their heads.
You go to cantinas?
Jedi aren't easy to find. We needed news.
And drinks. Anyway, that's a story for another time.
Do you think the Inquisitors will find us here?
It's possible.
You better hope not. We barely made it here.
Well, we couldn't leave the Parsons and Wookiees to die.
Cal, your instincts are good, but that's not within your control. We can do our part. That's it.
Things are even worse here than on Zepho.
Did you say Zepho?
I used to live there before the Empire came. Do you know it?
Yeah, I've been. It's horrible what happened.
We weren't able to fight back, but here, with the Wookiees, we have a chance. Thank you for standing with us.
Huh. Didn't hear that conversation before. Oh, and I love this! This was not a thing in Jedi Survivor. There was no kind of unique mechanic like that. No kind of non-RPG mechanic like that in Jedi Survivor. With rewarding perfect deflections. With that kind of instant kill. I hate that.
How much current can you conduct?
I'm so annoyed that they don't have that kind of mechanic.
You can short-circuit Imperial tech.
When you just deplete an enemy stun bar. But of course that wouldn't have been as interesting as whatever happened just now. Because it would have just been like Sekiro. And Sekiro is just a very boring game. It's easily one of the worst games I've ever played. It's no Bloodborne. It's not even like Dark Souls, but I don't even like Dark Souls, honestly. Dark Souls 3 was so boring. There wasn't a single moment in Dark Souls 3 that was interesting. Like, I genuinely find the Souls games to be very overrated in a lot of situations now. I don't find them to be impressive anymore. I used to think they were interesting as a concept, but having played Bloodborne and then being absolutely fatigued by Dark Souls 3 and knowing just how boring people found Dark Souls 2 and with just how repetitive the formula has been, I just don't find Souls to be interesting anymore. I've stopped liking it, and at least Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor made the formula interesting.
Imperial Sap Refinery lies dead ahead.
At least I can appreciate the frame rate in this game. The frame rate in Jedi Survivors is not good.
And they're rushing to expand production.
We have to stop them.
That's the plan. We don't know their end game, but They spread themselves too thin. This map we recovered proves it.
Here you go, bud.
These refineries double as brutal prison camps. We use those cutters to create a distraction, while you take your lightsaber and free the Wookiees inside. We need their help to stop the Empire.
Understood.
Watch yourself in there.
You hear that? Said he needs my help. Come on, buddy.
I think this is a shortcut. This guy isn't so bad.
This is what I'm trained for.
There's a method I had with this guy. Just it should work the same way as in Jedi Survivor. Oh god.
My hand won't falter.
You have to be close to him by the end of that, so he actually does the enrage attack. Oh.
Your fate is sealed.
There we go. See? Not so bad.
Continue en route. I have to make a stop. Looks like you're blocked. I'll fix that. Never seen a trooper like that before. You gotta get these Wookiees out of
Oh, you've never
line.
seen a Purge Trooper before.
Keep moving, Jedi. Vents open. Go.
I hate how you can't parry that for some reason. There's not really a justification for that. Oh! Oh, come on! Bullshit! That tracking doesn't make any sense. He was clearly pirouetting in an AI sort of way. Whoa! Okay, there was some kind of reaction. Ow.
Hurry!
No, push is not doing anything. I'm dead. Oh, never mind.
Now!
You're done. Can't say I'm a big fan of that fight. Or just the justifications the game tries to provide for why you can't deflect that grab anymore. I'm having a lot of fun with this game, guys. I haven't played this game in a long time. And it feels very nice. Jedi Survivor's really helped.
No guards.
Oh, this is where that security droid comes in.
Hey. We're here to free you. Not alone.
Visitation is not permitted.
I wonder if the same trick I found against the security droids in Jedi Survivor works here. Let's see.
Prepare yourself. Analytical swing.
It does work. That's good. Oh!
Escape. Scanner failed.
There we go. That wasn't so bad.
Glad to help.
Who's ready to fight some imps? All right, let's help these Wookiees get back in the fight. Great work, Jedi.
Nice.
Sudden movement unforeseen.
Like, see, you wouldn't get that kind of reaction on the security droids in Jedi Survivor. Because deflecting them is still pretty dangerous. And push doesn't do anything against this enemy.
You've done it! The Wookiees are free! Integrity compromised.
God damn it. Come on.
Get him already!
Deflecting attack. Eyes over there.
Gun opening! Charging a little fast! Killing us! Let's flip up!
I can take him myself.
Get ready, buddy.
Jedi! We don't have the firepower to breach this hole.
We're on it.
Oh shit. That's right, I remember there's an ATST. Oh shit! He's done. It's a good thing that ATSTs don't have so much health.
Everyone! These have been hard years. We've lost comrades, friends, family to the Empire.
That's right. I do remember Saw Gerrera was mentioned at the start of Jedi Survivor.
Still burns. Hope still burns. The Jedi are not yet lost. We are not yet lost. Kashyyyk is not yet lost. For the cause! You've seen what the Empire has done to Kashyyyk. These stories are playing out all over the galaxy. My partisans could use a Jedi on our side.
I'm honored. But we have our own mission I can't walk away from. Not yet.
The offer stands. Keep it in mind. By the skin of our teeth. It'll be harder without your help.
I know. But I can't abandon my mission.
I understand. I got intel that may help you. A few rotations ago, my people searched an abandoned Wookiee village nearby. No sign of Tarfful, but we did find out the safest route to the Shadowlands is through this refinery.
I built an escape plan if this didn't work out.
You catch on fast. When you're ready to find Tarfful...
At least he catches on fast compared to Leon from Resident Evil 4 Remilk.
Glad we could help the Wookiees.
Freeing the oppressed, that's where the passion to keep fighting comes from. Every death, every dead end, creates a fighter who isn't afraid to lose. Enough of them, and we'll take the day.
You've been fighting for so long. Have you learned anything from war?
Nothing unites people like tragedy. Everything the Empire
Definitely.
takes from us only makes us stronger. Each injustice spurs others to join our cause. If we stand together, we can win.
Just like today.
That brings to mind Admiral Tarkin's destruction of Alderaan in Episode 4.
We'll keep fighting.
Project Augur has been reactivated. The Empire may be close to finding another Zeffo tomb.
Looks like we still have work to do. You think Saw and the others will be okay? Always looking on the bright side, huh? Hey, thanks. For everything.
Back to Zeffo, huh?
The Empire might have found a Zeffo tomb. We can't waste any time.
Pity. Heard about a high-stakes game from one of Saw's fighters. A few extra credits couldn't hurt, you know?
Gambling? Grease, use your head. One of these days, the Haxian brood is going to catch up with you.
Those slubs? I'll hear them coming from a parsec away.
I don't need your gambling habit causing us more trouble with murderous criminal syndicates.
You're right, I know it. I just want to blow off some stress every once in a while, you know? Anyway, all of that is in the past. I'm sure it won't be a problem.
So I recall saying in my blind playthrough of Jedi Survivor that you fought Trilla on Kashyyyk. That was a mistake. You fight her here, I believe.
There's a long journey ahead of us. These ancient tombs didn't survive all this time because they were easy to find.
It's a challenge I'm willing to take.
I can see that. I'm glad you believe in what we're trying to accomplish.
I always have. Ever since I was a youngling, I trusted in the Force. Those names on the list, they're a test. And I believe I will succeed.
I like your confidence. A journey like this one can challenge you in ways you've never been before.
I understand. I think I'm ready.
We've got your back, Cal.
The homeworld of the Zepho. Cordova must have spent a lot of time here.
Cordova spent his life studying the history of the galaxy in many different places. Dragged me along on a few expeditions. It was educational.
You really believed in the past?
He believed in the future. But you can't have a future without the past.
Picking up anything?
Nothing new. It still feels risky.
I don't think we have a choice.
We always have a choice. The people the Empire has left behind, destroyed and controlled, are depending on us. On you, Cal.
I know. I'm glad I have you two to back me up.
And we will. We all have to support each other. That's the only way to succeed.
Wasn't expecting this. It's a giant Zepho statue. Kinda thought there'd be Zepho stuff inside. Scomplink? Yeah, you're right. I think I could replace yours with this. Let's get you fixed up. How's that? Want to try it out?